Hiya! Welcome back to my channel again for another video. Today's video is a little bit different to anything I've kind of filmed before, and as you can probably tell from the title, today I'm going to be discussing 5 small positive life changes, and these are all changes that everyone can make and that are really simple and straightforward things that literally everyone and anyone could do. But these are all changes which will just really sort of help you to feel good about yourself and are just great for your general health and well-being as well. As I feel like now we're a few months into the year, a lot of New Year's resolutions or goals for this year might have been forgotten or would have been dropped a little while ago now, so I thought I'd just share these little tips with you today for keeping you on track, keeping you reaching your goals and feeling good about yourself this year. So the first one is something that seems quite obvious but a lot of people forget to do, and that is to drink plenty of water. Especially now we're in spring, the weather's looking up a bit and it's going to get warmer, we're approaching summer. It's so important to just stay hydrated, and not only will you feel good for staying hydrated and it will do you good, but it also keeps your skin really hydrated as well and looking very fresh and radiant, and just generally for your own health and your functioning of your body, it's so important to drink plenty of water. My tip for this is what I do generally if I'm at home, for example, I'll just get a big glass of water which I'll keep refilling throughout the day whenever it's empty, and then it's just there to sip on every now and again, because it's so much better for you if you just sip water throughout the day as opposed to just suddenly having a massive glass of water every couple of hours. Or at work it could easily be done, you just take a refillable bottle or anything like that, any kind of flask or container, to school, to work, whatever it may be, or to have at home, just so that you have it there. And by having it there also, I think it reminds you as well, because you see it and then you remember to drink more water. I definitely used to never drink enough, and I found that this has really helped me to increase my water intake. The next thing is something that I've been trying to do more of recently, and that is not going on my phone in bed as I'm going to bed. I'll try to, for example, if I've just finished watching something on the TV, sat on the sofa, I'll try to finish looking at my phone then, and then once I get up to bed and I'm in my room, my phone will go on charge and I won't look at it in bed, because you can spend hours and hours in bed just scrolling aimlessly through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any kind of social media, and you may go to bed thinking you're going to have an early night, or you're trying to get an early night, but then you just get distracted and you end up going to bed a lot later than you originally planned. Also, if you are looking at your phone or bright screen just before bed, it does actually make it harder to fall asleep. So that's why I quite like to just put it aside at least a good 10-15 minutes before I'm going to bed, and that way it helps you get off to sleep better and also ensures that you're going to sleep when you want to go to sleep and that you're getting enough hours sleep in, because if you've got work or school or whatever it may be early the next day, then that way you'll definitely wake up feeling a lot more refreshed, knowing you've had a good night's sleep. My next one kind of ties in with sleep, and that's actually waking up early. If you're not a morning person, then this one's definitely a bit more of a challenge, but definitely try to wake up early. It doesn't have to be ridiculously early, but I find that if you get up earlier, you've got more of the day, more daylight hours, that's when you're going to be more productive. And for me personally, I know I'm so much more productive in the morning or before lunch. After lunch, I always get the afternoon slump where I just lose all my energy and I just can't be bothered to do anything. Plus everything that you've been doing earlier suddenly kind of hits you as well. And if you do try and get things done, it becomes a lot harder. You're a lot less likely to want to do them and get things done, and you probably don't do them as well. So it's better to get things done in the morning before you get that energy slump in the afternoon. And also by getting up early, it gives you a longer morning to get things done, and that's when you're going to have the most energy during the day, because it's after you've just woken up. So it's a great idea to try and get up a little bit earlier. And if you don't generally wake up early or find it hard, the best thing to do is just set your alarms slightly earlier, even if it's 5-10 minutes earlier a day, and that way you'll slowly work your way into getting up earlier. And another thing I found really useful is leaving my phone, which I use for my alarm, on the opposite side of my room, so that when the alarm goes off I have to physically get out of bed to turn it off, and that way I get out as soon as I wake up and I'm not dozing off again, which only makes it harder to then get out of bed. So by having an alarm clock on the other side of the room, it can make it a lot easier, because trust me, when that's going off, really annoyingly, early in the morning, you don't even think about the fact that you're getting out of bed, you literally just run over to turn it off. My next small sort of positive life change that you can make is eating well. And I know a lot of people definitely would have set this out as their goal for 2018, to eat healthier, to go to the gym more, to get fitter, whatever it may be, in that kind of area. And it's very easy to keep that up for about the first month or so into the year. You feel like you've got it, you've got the positive energy of the start of a fresh new year, you feel really motivated, but then if you're not used to those habits or don't then keep them up, it's so easy just to drop them and slip back into your old habits and old ways. But in terms of eating well, it's really important to just eat loads of good whole foods and try and get in loads of veggies and fruits. And honestly, the more you do this, the more your taste buds will change and the less you'll crave of the sweeter things or the less unhealthy things. There's also so many amazing recipes using whole food ingredients or slightly healthier alternatives. So even if you do want to make a cake or some kind of sweet treat, there's a healthier version which tastes practically the same, tastes just as good. And what's even better is you can eat it without the guilt, and you know it's doing you good as well. And honestly, if you eat well and eat clean, you feel good in yourself as well. You have more energy, and just generally it puts you in a better mood. I find, I don't know, I just know that if I eat good, it feels good for me, and then overall I feel better and I feel good about myself too. So definitely try and pick that back up if you did start trying to eat healthier. Trust me, once you get into it more and more, it becomes so much easier. I also recommend downloading the Pinterest app because there's so many amazing recipes on there. I've been using that a lot recently, and it's helped me to get a bit more creative in the kitchen and discovering new food ideas as well, and things that I didn't even think of before. So that's definitely a good recommendation and a good place to start if you're really struggling for meal ideas and just what to have in general. My final change is one that I personally need to work on more, definitely need to address this one more, and that's just taking time for yourself. Whether that's just 5-10 minutes a day, it's so important to have that time to just unwind, relax, not look at your phone, take a step back from social media, take a step away from work, and just kind of zone out of everything that's been going on. It's so easy to get caught up in life, in all the busyness of work and school and everything that you have to do, and just your day-to-day chores and tasks around the house and just everything that you have to do in your life. But everyone definitely has at least 5 minutes in their day where they can just take some time to sit, relax, whether for you it works reading a book or just completely zoning out. I know some people like to even meditate or do yoga, which is really relaxing, and it just really helps to clear your mind. I think this is so important, especially in the evening as you're approaching the time when you'll be heading to bed. It just gets you in a really relaxed state. That way you sleep better again and you'll wake up and have loads of energy, ready to have an early start in the morning. And also it's just a great way to de-stress at the end of possibly a really busy, chaotic, stressful day, and that way you just end the day feeling good in yourself as well, and nice and calm and relaxed. So those were my 5 small life changes that I think are possible by everyone, and small things that we can all change in our lives just to make us feel good about ourselves, enjoy each day to the full, and really just have the most energy and most motivation that we can do. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different style of video. I haven't really done much on health and well-being before, so if you did like this, then be sure to smash that big thumbs up. Also let me know down below in the comments or what some other small life changes in this kind of area that you recommend as well, and things that you think really help just to create a really positive and healthy kind of lifestyle. Also be sure to click the little red subscribe button down below if you're new. We've just recently hit 700 of you and I can't believe I'm at 700 subscribers. Honestly, that means so much to me, so thank you so much to all of you who have already subscribed, because I honestly didn't even think of getting there, but you guys are amazing, so thank you so much. Please also be sure to click the notifications bell while you're down there too, because that way you will get notified whenever I upload, which is twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays, just in case you don't know. Bye!